I think we talk a lot about non-traditional paths, and I think that would probably be the best way to describe mine.
His path to becoming Dr. John Bowling may not have been traditional, but it's definitely impressive.
It won't really get me until I'm walking or standing there in my gown.
Because even though he's met every one of the requirements in his life, nothing has ever come certain or come easy. He grew up in a single-family home, living off disability benefits with his mother and younger sister, who both have cerebral palsy.
My mom is, a very, very capable person within her abilities, but there was obviously limitations on what she was able to do.
When Bowling was just 9 years old, his mother's diagnosis reached a point where he had to be placed in a children's home.
One of my goals in life had always been, I wanted people when they met me, when we got to know each other, to just assume I came from a really good family or from a well-structured family.
So he decided to do what had never been done in his family, go to college. He graduated with his bachelor's degree from Lee University in Tennessee and got a job in Hawaii through Teach for America.
It was at that same time that my mom and my sister both were having some medical concerns that I knew I needed to come back to the mainland for.
And as he watched the doctors helped his loved ones, it clicked. His true passion, health care. Not long after, he enrolled in U of L's pre-med program, determined to become a doctor.
I think some people have this incredible natural intelligence, and I don't necessarily classify myself there, but I do think that the things that I've overcome have given me the strengths that I needed to get to where I am. I set a very, very big goal for myself, and it happened. We got here.
It's a big goal completed, but there's likely more impressive moments to come for Dr. John Bowling. In Louisville, Manoj Kongwari, WLKY News.